Good morning, everybody. Everybody's had breakfast? Ready to listen to something that I'm going to tell? जो भी मैं बोलने वाला है. Ready? Okay. This is not going to be a speaking session. It will be slightly interactive. I expect you to say yes or no. There are some columns here and some people are hiding behind it. First, I'll find them. Just to make sure they're not sleeping. Okay, good. So, Dr. Sam wanted me to start with a very important topic, which is about, I would say, goals and what can be done, what is possible, etc. I'll just start this with some questions. And it's not going to do anything with visually impaired or jobs, nothing like that. We'll just start by asking some questions. How many people have mobile phones here? Okay, I'll have to tell you how many, a lot of them, okay? So the others who don't have will have to buy one very quickly. Okay, so you have mobile phones. The ones who don't have, let's say I come to you and say, excuse me, madam, excuse me, sir, I have one mobile phone. Some of its keys don't work very well, but it is a good phone. If you give it a chance, it will try to work properly for you. Its ringtone sometimes doesn't work. But it's a good phone. If you give it an opportunity, it will try its best for you, okay? And sometimes, no, when you send SMS, it fails. Please, sir, give this mobile phone an opportunity. Will you take the phone? I want one hand at least to be raised. Please, somebody. Okay, there's one guy who has raised his hand, okay? So, thank you so much. He's the one I'm going to give the phone to. In fact, I'll give him many more phones. And the price is very reasonable, sir. 999.99. His hand went down, by the way. To say no, huh? Okay. So, I'm finding that all of you don't want a faulty product. Is that true? Yes? Okay. Good to know that. Second question I have. Everybody knows how diamonds are made? Okay, so it's a rough uncut stone on which you do some work. I don't know exactly what work is done, but definitely a lot of polishing or something is done, right? And then it becomes a diamond, right? So now here I give you this rough uncut stone in your hand, and I will tell you that, take this. Please buy this from me for the same price. A diamond, let's say it costs whatever, 5,722. So I tell you, please give me 5,722 for this phone, for this diamond, rough uncut stone, which can be a diamond. Will you buy it? But you're not going to do any more work on it, huh? You're going to use it immediately. Maybe you're going to wear it as earrings. Let me ask the girls. I see all no's, okay? By the way, please give audio output, huh? Because we have all visually impaired people, so please give audio output. You don't do it only for me, do it for the rest of the audience also. Okay, so here you have a rough, uncut stone, and I'm asking you to take it, buy it, use it just like you would use a diamond. Your answer to me is no. Sure? Little louder I want. Come on, you've had breakfast. Okay, good. So the answer is no. Okay. Let me ask you another question. Let's say you have a family doctor. You've been going for the last 22 years of your life. Whenever you have any problem, you're going to this family doctor. Very nice person, etc. Now somebody tells you there's a new doctor, very good. MBBS, FRCH, BB blah blah blah. You know how many, they have many degrees, you know. MT, okay, so let's say there are some 15 degrees attached. Very good doctor. New doctor. You've got your family doctor, but there's this new doctor. Good, huh? Very good. Will you go to this new doctor? No. Some might go. Some will feel like going, yes, and many will say no, right? Why? Because here you've got a family doctor, you're used to this doctor, you've been going for a long time. Why would you suddenly go to a new doctor, even if he's good? So everybody's with me so far? Okay, so now let's talk about employment for the visually impaired. Because there is a connection that I want to draw between what I said and employment. if all of you want a finished product, right, a non-faulty product, and generally you will not go for something new, think about the employer. See, right now when we think of employment, we are thinking of ourselves. I want to get a job. Why nobody is giving me a chance? Will I get a chance? Right? Let's forget about ourselves. Right? Everybody's forgetting about themselves? Yeah? Think from the employer point of view. Each one of you is going to be a product. Right? You're going to be a product in the market. If you go out there and you are a faulty product, should somebody take you? Definitely not. Even if you say, please give me the chance, once in a while I'll work, I'll try my best, nobody is going to give you a chance. And I think they're right about it. Does everybody agree? Okay. Then, next thing is, if you're not a finished product, that means we know that the uncut or non-polished stone can be a diamond. All of you are in that stage of your life. Do you agree? Yes? In fact, we'll be like this for the rest of our lives. We'll keep polishing ourselves. Okay? But if you want somebody to ultimately take you, the product, you will need to be in some kind of finished stage. Yes? Okay. So, you need to be a finished product. Now, the killer question. Everybody in the world till now, or at least in India, has been taking people who are not visually impaired, in general, isn't it? There are not that many visually impaired around in India who are in the job market. Correct? So it is the same difference like how you have between a family doctor and this new doctor. So even after you are finished, and even if you're not faulty, there is going to be what? Hesitation. Does everybody agree? So these are the three important things you need to know. A, that you have to be finished, not faulty. And third point, how are you going to counter the problem that you are going to be new? You are the first visually impaired there, or the 10th visually impaired. Everybody else are people without vision impairment there. So they're like the family doctor. What are you going to do? So let's talk about these three aspects. Okay? First, how do we get faulty or not finished? And then we'll talk about how, as a new person, how are you going to make sure that they still buy you the product? Okay? Now, it's all very nice. I want to become finished. But if I don't know what kind of finished product, so before I even talk about a finished product, I need to know what kind of product you want to be. Do you want to be a mobile phone? Do you want to be a diamond? Do you want to be something else? What I'm talking about is, do you have a goal? Yes? So some have, very good. Do everybody have? Does everybody have a goal? And I'm not talking about the goal of employment. That I know you all have. Right? Everybody here wants a job? No. Okay, okay, no, yes. Actually, okay, if I'm forced to, I'll do a job. Kya? What is this? Kya yaar? Subah, I don't think you fed them properly, huh, Neha? Or somebody has not given them breakfast. Okay, so everybody wants a job for sure? Yes? Okay. So everybody wants a job. When I'm talking of a goal, what kind of job? What is it that I want to achieve? What do I want to become? That is why you're here, right? To understand more about what kind of jobs are possible, what kind of careers are possible. But even if the seminar doesn't happen, you need to still have that goal, right? It's great that this particular place is going to give you the platform to know what goal I might want to choose. In this next 2 days, you will be able to make your mind. But even if this was not there, you still need to have your goal. You'll need to network with the right people and understand what you want. What do you want to become? Which product? Do I want to become an HR person? Do I want to become a medical transcriptionist? Do I want to become a programmer? Do I want to be a telephone operator? Do I want to be a receptionist? But I need to have that goal. Does everybody agree? I'll give it in another way. If I want to, so I might have a goal. Okay, so everybody says they have a goal, right? Okay, so let's assume that you're having a goal. You want to be a HR person or a medical transcriptionist, telephone operator, whichever it is. The next step is, what are you going to do after that? So you're having the goal. That is good to know. Because, if you don't have that, it's a problem. I'll give another example. Let's say I keep telling you, you know, I love traveling, yeah. Really love to travel. So then you'll ask me, okay, good, do it. Yeah, I love to travel. But you know what? I don't know. I'm just sitting in the same chair and nothing is happening. You know, Dr. Sam, I love to travel, huh? Really. Prashant. Prashant, I love to travel, yeah. Really love it. But I don't know, somehow from my chair, nothing is happening. I'm just sitting here and nothing is happening. What's the problem? I don't know whether I want to go to Kanyakumari or Kashmir. I don't even know my goal, where I want to travel. And that's why I'm not able to move. Okay, finally, you know, I came to a seminar which said how to travel, expanding reach, you know, same, very similar to the, you know, travel seminar for the, you know, visually dependent. That was part of where I was. Okay, so then I came to the travel seminar. Then they told me, you can go to Kashmir. It has beautiful hills and all that. You can go to Kanyakumari. It has beautiful water. So I said, okay, I want to go to Kashmir. So I have a goal. I'm so happy. So I'm sitting in my chair. Prashant, I want to go to Kashmir. I really want to go to Kashmir. Why is nothing happening? I don't know. I think Kismat ने मेरे साथ बहुत problem create किया. I think just, you know, it is my bad luck or there is some problem. I don't know what it is. I'm going to put a coconut to God now. Will something happen? Why? Exactly. Where is the action? We talked about that rough, uncut, you know, stone. If I don't keep hitting it or polishing it, nothing is going to happen to it. So the first step is action. Okay, now action can go wrong also. So what happens is, I talk to Prashant. He is slightly directionally challenged, you know. So he tells me, please head south for going to Kashmir. So I start going that way. The scenery is changing. Something is happening. But at least what happens is, I learn some things. That if I want to go to any place, I have to take a bus or a train. Thank God. Okay, so I came to know that. So then I got into the bus, started heading, scenery is changing, something is happening. It doesn't look like I'm going to Kashmir. I asked somebody, Bhai Sahab, kaisa Kashmir ke liye kaisa jana hai? He says, nahi, yahan se bus mat lo, train lo, seedha, you know, west pe chala jao. Go east direction. So I start heading towards Calcutta. Okay. So still I'm not reaching my goal. But what's happening to me? I have learned about how to plan. I'm learning, you know, I have to take the proper clothes. I have to take, you know, I have to make sure I have enough money, how to, you know, go and eat, you know, in the right places, not eat the wrong food. Something other is going on. A lot of extra stuff is going on. But I'm learning constantly. And I learned about a bus. I learned about a train. Then I went to Calcutta, slowly, bhule, bisre, you know, batakte hue, slowly. Hopefully, I still don't know. I'm trying my best to reach Kashmir. But at least, am I in my chair? Who has a better chance of reaching Kashmir? When I was in the chair, or when I was in Calcutta, or even in Kanyakumari? Correct. Because I'm moving. Because I'm constantly learning. I might even reach Kanyakumari and learn I'm in the completely wrong direction, but I will learn that sometime. And it will happen. Yeah? So, what is the point? The first step, if I want to be a finished product, is to have a goal. Right? And then the second step is to act upon it. Everybody with me so far? Yeah? Okay. When you want to act upon it, the question then is, how will you do it? And we can always discuss that. There are points that have to be discussed there. If I want to be a finished product, I need to first understand a couple of things. I need to understand myself, and I need to understand what is required to become that finished product. So again, I'll take this Kanyakumari or whatever example. I'm allergic, you know, to a lot of movement. Then I know I can't go by bus. I need to go by train. Right or not? So I need to first know myself. I need to understand what works for me. Somebody tells, you know, you go here and take that bhajia. You know, we're going on the way towards Kanyakumari, wrong place. And they tell me take bhajia. But I know I can't eat oil. Then I should not do that. So if I tie it back to employment, I know my goal. Say I want to be a medical transcriptionist. But that goal has to also be based on myself. I have to first understand myself also. So knowing yourself is the first step, even for you knowing your goal, right? So know your goal, know yourself. Both are, kind of, one might happen after the other or before, okay? So what does knowing yourself mean? What are my strengths? What is good about me? Anybody who comes to our computer center in Bangalore, the first thing, sometime or the other, they have to do this analysis. I tell them usually, tell me 97 good things about yourself. They get really scared, okay, when I tell them that. Only the first day. After that, they know they can't escape. So they do come up with at least, when you say 97, at least they'll come up with 50, right? So they come up with what is good about themselves and what are their improvement areas. So only when you know that, will you understand, oh, do I like this, do I not like this? Plus, if I do want to be a medical transcriptionist or a telephone operator, I'll need to now understand what is required to be a telephone operator. What is required to go to Kanyakumari or Kashmir? I need to know that, right? So same way, what is it required to go to the goal of medical transcription? What is required to go to the goal of a telephone operator? So, knowing yourself, done. We're not speaking about it too much. I'll try and elaborate on it depending on the time. Okay? Second, I said, you need to understand the goal itself, isn't it? Telephone operator, medical transcription. So what does that mean? What is required for being a medical transcriptionist or a programmer or whatever? What education is required? That's the first thing. And all of you, I think, are getting some education or the other right now. Some may have finished. So what is that education? Fine, you've got that. But what is the second thing? What skills are required for that job? So let's say, for example, let's take a very simple example. I'm purposely going to take an example because that everybody would understand. Example of a receptionist. And I'm taking that because, everybody would have at least know what a receptionist will do. So the receptionist, maybe they're even okay with somebody who's 12th standard pass. Fine, good. So if I have the right education, is it okay? I sit there in the front. Tring, tring. Oh God, the phone is ringing. Pick up the phone. Oh God. Hello. ABC Industry. Will that be okay? Why? I have the right education. Please don't do like this. Because I'm visually impaired, you're behaving badly to me. You're discriminating. What is the problem? This is not the right manner. Would you like to talk to somebody who talks like this, as a receptionist especially? Okay, then let me be a little different. Hello. ABC Industry. Okay, so what we're talking about is, now you're understanding skills, isn't it? Because if I just tell you skills, it goes, bouncer. Glenn McGrath has come and bowled a bouncer on you all, okay? So I don't want to do that. So, so the point is, the first thing, I'm not even talking about communication. The first thing is a pleasing personality. A person who's a receptionist has to have a pleasing personality. So that's a skill to be, we call it customer orientation. We have many words for it, okay? But the point is, the person needs to be very pleasant. Okay, good. Now let's see again. Tring, tring. Hello? Okay, so person is also confident. Good enough, no problem. Hello? Yeah, I'd like to speak to so-and-so. Huh? I'd like to speak to Huh? Hello? What? So what is the problem there? Listening comprehension. I'm actually breaking this down because what happens is, you'll hear from Dr. Sam and me all the time, communication. We'll be talking about English a lot. Somewhere or the other you'll hear that, or at least communication. But I will break it down into many things for you. First is, can you comprehend? Listening comprehension. For example, I can comprehend Marathi, okay, but don't ask me to speak. Everybody will forget their Marathi, Okay, so I have to understand what's being said, right? So it's not only about communicating, it's about understanding. Okay, so I understood. Okay, I understood that. Then I have to answer back. I know that this person is not in the office. Office not, gone, gaya. So that means I need to communicate properly, right? That's a skill. Actually, it's possible that I can communicate, but see what might happen. The aforementioned person is not in their seat right now, but I would like to point out that, no, I want to be clear also. So you can have great English, but if you're not clear, nobody is going to follow you, right? So anyway, the net, the person, even who's a receptionist, what we're talking about is, they have to listen well, they have to speak with clarity, right? Okay, great. So these are the skills this person is having. Thank God for that. Now let's talk about another element. You know, person Prashant came in, walked in. This receptionist said, "Hello, sir." After some time, Prashant was leaving, saying, "Hey, I'm going for an important meeting. If anybody calls, Dasharathan calls, please tell them that I am at BKC." Okay. So now a call comes. Can I speak to Prashant? Yes, 1 minute, sir. And you have actually transferred the line. Now, this is very important. Actually, this person has to talk to Prashant. And if this person is already in BKC, they need to know that. But you have done what? You have conveniently forgotten.